On today's show, the guys welcome back Unity's Global Head of Education, Jessica Lindl, with a very special announcement from Unity. There's an East Initiative update, banter between the boys, all that and more up next on EduTechGuys. You're listening to the EduTechGuys, EduTechGuys.com. Hello and welcome to EduTechGuys. I'm David Henderson.
Hey, I'm Jeff Madlock.
Yeah, welcome to the program. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And we got a really cool special announcement for you coming up later in the show.
And if you're feeling extra special, jump out to the web and you can find us anywhere, anyhow. Just type in EduTechGuys and we're going to be there. Our beautiful faces staring back at you in glorious 4K resolution. All that good stuff.
You know that meme that went around ago, ain't nobody got time for that? That's
Is that what it is?
Yeah, that's us.
Really great show today. We're welcoming back Jessica Lindl with Unity. She's the head of their global education, and she's going to make a special announcement today about some, Unity's giving away everything. I mean, all their stuff is free for you learning how to use their platform. That's pretty cool.
That is very cool.
So I'm only guessing it's just one more thing. They're going to trump Apple and just,
We got one more thing.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's going to be very exciting.
I'm excited. So let's see. This last week was ISTE, and we weren't there. So
no, we unfortunately were not able to make it there. But
we are doing the best of featured speakers,
yes.
presenters that they had. So if we went back through and we curated all of the speakers that were at ISTE that we've had on the show in the past. And if you follow us on Twitter, you'll see those tweets going out daily about all those shows.
Yeah, so you can, if there were certain speakers that you really enjoyed, that you want to get some other information from, or just, hear what they sound like when they're just kind of hanging out with these two guys, you can check those out. Or if there were some speakers that you had hoped to catch but couldn't catch, and you can be able to check them all out. And we also put up a page under our conferences services section of the website, EduTechGuys.com, and we've got everybody listed there. And we say everybody kind of in air quotes because we try to include everybody, but I'm sure there's some folks that kind of slipped through the cracks while we were trying to massage all of the data points that came together to make this happen.
There were only over 3,000 presenters at ISTE this year.
That was, I had no idea. When I went out to the ISTE website and pulled up the presenter list, I mean, I knew there were going to be a couple hundred at least. I had no idea that list was going to be 3,300.
I know. Isn't that amazing?
That is unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
So, you can catch that. And as always, just visit the website. We've got lots of good stuff out there. And if you've got some questions or need something, figured out for you, maybe we can figure it out for you. Just let us know. DM us on Instagram or Twitter, or hit us up on Facebook, or just go to the website, drop down to the bottom. You'll find a contact form there.
Right there.
Awesome. It's been a good summer so far for me.
Yes, yeah.
I'm a little hyper, but I mean.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that.
No. I'm normally hyper, but that's
that has nothing to do with the seasonal aspect of it whatsoever.
It's not as hot, though. Have you noticed that?
Yes. I don't know what it's like in your neck of the woods or wherever you're listening. But
we've devolved into talking about the weather on the podcast.
But, here in L.A., Lower Arkansas, it's actually been pretty nice. Other than the rampant storms and tornadoes that rip through every now and then.
Every once in a while. Just out of nowhere. I do have some new kittens. If you're looking for a kitten, let us know.
Cats and weather.
I think we
what
still
the
have,
heck is going on?
I think we still have 3 kittens. A couple of mosquitoes carried off some of them. We have some large mosquitoes. No.
That is a problem.
Hey, but I'll tell you what, we're going to drop out real quick to some of our sponsors, and we'll hear some stuff from them, and then we'll be back with Jessica Lindl right after this.
I've been in education for more than 20 years, and I've seen the challenges that some students have to face every day. I mean, whether it's going to school hungry or not being able to see the doctor when they're sick, all these challenges make it hard for kids to focus on learning.
Thankfully, Concordia University in Portland is leading the way with their 3 to PhD program that helps to combat student fears, freeing them to pursue their highest dreams. They're revolutionizing education by creating a holistic model that provides groceries, healthcare, and even clothing to students right there on campus, helping them to thrive and helping our community to strengthen and grow.
Yeah, Concordia's College of Education offers online and on-campus programs where students have the opportunity to learn about a more compassionate approach to education and to see how nurturing the whole student can lead to amazing things.
Hey, to learn more about how you can help students conquer their monsters and achieve their highest dreams, visit cuportland.edu/let's conquer. #nurture, educate, grow. Hey, welcome back to the EduTechGuys. We're really excited to welcome back a previous guest and some great information coming today, a special announcement maybe, some really cool stuff. So we're going to let her introduce herself, tell us who she is and where she's from and all that kind of good stuff. So here we go.
Hi, everyone. It's Jessica Lindl, Global Head of Unity Technologies, back again. Thrilled to be here with you today. As you guys know, since the last time we met, Unity is really focused on enabling and empowering the next generation of creators. You know that we believe the world is a better place with more creators in it. And so with that in mind, we've continued to develop a new set of programs and learning opportunities to make becoming a creator even easier and more engaging for all of the learners around the world. So first and foremost, we've released the Unity Academic Alliance. This is actually made up of a consortium of really forward-thinking, innovative universities and post-secondary education institutions. These universities are focusing on real-time 3D design and development, and we've provided the Unity Academic Alliance to give to them all of the courses and certifications and learning opportunities that they need to graduate the next generation of creators. So with this program, Alliance members receive exclusive Unity discounts and benefits and resources off of these offerings. The annual membership for universities is $5,000 a year, and that really gets you over $30,000 worth of learning materials and courses to be able to support all of your students within your university.
Oh, wow.
That is phenomenal. I'm kind of curious. Talk a little bit about, if you would, what are some of those materials? What does some of that courseware look like?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, I think, as you know from the last time we spoke, first and foremost, we give the Unity professional license away for free to all students and universities. That's a $1,500 value per student. So, of course, we start off with that Unity free professional license. Okay. And then we provide online courses and certifications that prepare you with the necessary design, art, and programming skills to be able to create virtual reality, augmented reality, or any real-time 3D experience. And that's really up to the university to decide what those types of experiences are. They can be anything from video games to immersive learning experiences or even healthcare, automotive, architecture experiences.
Oh, yeah. I mean, absolutely. Anywhere that you've got an environment where you have the potential to manipulate anything in the real world. I mean, you could dev that out in Unity and then, frankly, in many cases, be safer doing it through a 3D environment rather than blowing up the lab. So
exactly.
Just saying, man.
Exactly. That should be our new tagline. We want you not blow up the lab.
That's right.
That would actually be quite funny.
I'm just saying. I wish this had been a thing when I was in school. That's all I'm saying. All right. So moving on. What else you got?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's really the right offering for university partners. And then the second offering is really targeted towards teachers. We know that teachers have such little time to be able to make an impact in their classrooms and prepare those materials. And so we wanted to make it as easy as possible for them. And so we've put together a new program called Teach, which is really about all of the instructional materials and resources, lesson plans, assets that teachers need to be successful in teaching Unity, and then not even just teaching Unity, but going beyond, using Unity to teach physics, teach math, to teach digital storytelling. So all of those lesson plans and resources are now on our new platform and offering called Teach.
Awesome.
That is great. And one of the things that really stands out to me about that is, here in Arkansas, there's a giant push, has been for now a couple of years, to get kids into, computer science and coding and developing and anything associated with that. But there's been sort of a struggle to get that cross-curricular tie-in. How is this going to relate, like you said, to physics or whatever, history or whatever it is. And now you guys have resources available for teachers that, if I'm a literacy teacher and I love what the kids are doing in Unity, but I don't quite understand how it ties to me, now I can see how it ties to me.
That's right, exactly. Yeah, and we love, I think one of the most exciting parts is bringing into the platform people who may not necessarily have been exposed to computer science or coding and thought it wasn't for them. So when we've got offerings like digital storytelling, we can bring a whole new group of creators onto the platform and realize that, technical literacy is something that can come easy to them, and it's really just a matter of doing something they're passionate about to be able to learn computer science.
Yeah,
that's really awesome.
That's very cool.
So I have a question. So with the Alliance, with the Academic Alliance, so if a student gets out of high school and they decide to go to a university or a post-secondary institution to do this, let's talk about a timeline. What's the draw there that's going to really shorten the time that someone would normally have to take in, say, a traditional university program?
Oh, God, I love that question so much. Especially for students who may not have the opportunity to enroll in a 4-year degree program, or may not be, anywhere in the world that has great 4-year degree programs. What we've created at Unity is a pathway where anybody in the world can start from scratch, learn how to create with Unity online, take our certifications, and be able to then put their portfolio online and get a job opportunity as a result of all that work. The average time frame that we're seeing, not just young learners, but career reskillers be able to do that is about a 2-year time frame from knowing absolutely nothing to then being able to have a career in Unity.
Yeah, and that is fantastic. I'm glad you brought up folks that are, getting reskilled, they're retooling for, various reasons, downsizing or whatever reason they decide, they want to start a new career or just change career paths. 2 years, okay, yeah, it may sound like a long time, but in the scheme of other avenues, taking 2 years out to go through the process is really not a lot of time to be able to go from knowing nothing to being completely employable with these skills. But it's also one of those things where you can, I'm completely envisioning this where I've decided that I'm going to refer back to like the storytelling or even some of the other aspects of it. In 2 years, even if I didn't necessarily want to retool myself as a Unity designer or just graphics designer, whatever, programmer, if I'm in education, I can still go through this, and now I've got that much more background information that I can bring to my students as they come through the program.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's certainly, something you can do at night and on the weekends. Again, I know everybody's busy, but it's not 2 full years. It's 2 years on the side.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and there's a beautiful part. Once you start it, then the other avenues of that program. So say you do your full 2 years and you're ready to hit the job market and you want to add to that, then that's not a full 2 years. You can continually go back to to the Unity Academic Alliance or any of the stuff and start adding on and adding on and adding on. So that's really cool. That's really, really cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about this. So for our teachers, because that's going to be the first ones that are going to reach out to you. So how do they get involved in Teach? And so is that an acronym for something? I'm just going to ask, is Teach an acronym?
No, it's not. We should make it up, though. Yeah. Anybody has good ideas, let us know.
We're good at that. We'll throw some out to you. So.
It is education, so everything is an acronym.
Everything's an acronym. So for our teachers out there that want to get involved in Teach, because ISTE just finished last week, so they're all in the EdTech mode. So what's the best way for them to find out more information about this?
Yeah, absolutely. So we did unveil it at ISTE. It's unity.com/teach is where you'll find the platform and then all of the resources.
the last time we talked, we knew there was something else coming down the road, and now there's got to be something else coming down the road. So you guys have any projects you can share with us that might be coming up?
Yeah, well, we've got one last big one.
Okay.
So I think last time we talked, we had launched the free Learn platform, which has literally thousands of tutorials to take anyone from a beginner to an intermediate level within gaming. And we've now just launched Learn Premium. And what Learn Premium provides is all of the resources, tutorials, live training, community that you need to go from an intermediate to an expert level in your career in gaming, as well as to go from a, really kind of intermediate and expert level across other industries like automotive, AEC, media, and entertainment.
Sure.
So really, this is our full offering where, again, you can go from learning nothing to becoming an absolute expert online anywhere in the world with Unity resources.
That is absolutely phenomenal. So I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm assuming premium indicates that that this is a fee-based program in order to help elevate those folks to that next level.
So if you have our Pro license or our Plus license, this is actually included.
Wow.
But if you have the Personal Edition license, which is the free Unity license, then it is a $15 a month standalone subscription.
Oh wow! So
holy cow.
it's lunch. Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah. one lunch a month.
Well, it's definitely lunch in San Francisco. I'm
Yeah.
not sure if you can lunch.
That's awesome. That's a great price point. That's very
man.
attainable. That's really cool. That's a wonderful price point.
Yeah. And I love the idea of it being a monthly subscription model. That's a beautiful way to reach out to folks where it doesn't just smack them dead in the face in their
pocketbook.
Pocketbook. Yeah, we're gonna go old school, I guess. Do you still call it pocketbook?
That's
I don't know.
right.
Anyway, but it does. It's rather than having this one massive outlaying fee for this incredible opportunity, here's a monthly subscription and you use it as you want to, and when you get to that level, then you can bow out or not. You can keep going and keep refreshing yourself with the resources.
So with the Learn Premium, so what's some of what's the top 3 features of that one?
So, first and foremost, what we realized is that we all learn better when we're in a community and we've got experts leading the way. So we have live training included in this, where you're able to hear from Unity experts, and you're also able to work with a community in that cohort to advance your skills. In addition to that, we have, really key for aspiring professionals and professionals is just-in-time learning. So it's very, very modularized, so you can really focus deep on a specific feature that you want to understand in depth. And so I think that's another key aspect of it is it just allows professionals with really limited time to spend, 20 quick minutes getting up to speed on a deep feature that they may not have understood.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh, that is great.
That's really awesome. So web address for that one is, I know it's going to be unity.com/
This is actually learn.unity.
Okay, cool.
It's learn.unity.com. And what you'll see on there is both our free platform, and then you'll see all of the advanced resources. And that's where, if you are not a Plus and Pro customer, you would then be subscribing to access the advanced resources.
So, wow, that's a lot of information. Yeah. So, how did it go? How did it go at ISTE? Were they excited? Did you have a good crowd? Everybody was really
amazing. Yeah. We had a booth all week. It was such incredible feedback. I think our biggest challenge right now in the market is that not a lot of people know about Unity. So that's why we're spending a lot of time with you guys and with as many people as we can, talking about how we get all of these future creators ready for the next generation of jobs. So I think what was most exciting was just telling everybody how much potential there is with Unity, and then telling everybody that the majority of this is free, easy to adopt and implement in the classroom.
Well, Jessica, thank you for coming on the show and letting us know all this information. So, Jessica, is there any social media you'd like to share with our listeners so they can keep up with what's happening at Unity and all the new things coming out?
Yeah, please just follow us on Twitter and on LinkedIn, and you can keep up to date on everything we're doing there and provide us your great feedback.
Well, the EduTech guys, thank you, and we're really excited what you're doing for education, and we can't wait to have you back on the show for the next big announcement.
All right. Thanks again. Really appreciate the time.
You know, we recently celebrated the birth of the World Wide Web, so there has been a lot of talk lately about its origins, like how it was born out of higher ed as a way to share information. What I don't think anyone really saw back then was just how much being online and in the web was going to change everyday life, including and especially for higher ed.
Well, it's funny, but a lot of websites are still very static. Schools need more interaction through their websites, but that takes time, people, and know-how where a lot of folks just don't have that. Or the educational web teams and technology educators have too many other priorities that they have to balance to keep things updated and engaging on the site. That's where Pantheon.io comes in.
That's right. They have a scalable web solution, whether someone is managing, say, 10 sites or 1,000 sites. They have cool solutions that have central management and still let the school and their teachers customize things to fit their needs. Web teams and educators don't have to waste a bunch of time spinning up sites for departments or classes. Pantheon.io helps them take care of that quickly and easily using Drupal and WordPress.
Don't just take our word for it, though. They've helped schools like Yale, ASU, and Trinity College with their online presence. The easiest way to get more information is to head over to pantheon.io/edutechguys. Pantheon, the award-winning alternative to the traditional web host. Check them out. That's pantheon.io/edutechguys.
Hi there, I'm April Jackson, and this is your East Update. This week, we hear from East facilitator at North Little Rock High School as he talks about the awesome things they received from the What Can You Do with New technology competition sponsored by PCM and Intel.
My name is Stan Wisnat, and I'm the East facilitator at North Little Rock High School. From my standpoint, my class started in 2000, so I was using 20-year-old computers. With today's technology, my kids wouldn't have any access to that. And doing this contest with what we've got has allowed my students the ability to meet the needs of today and tomorrow. With PCM and all them working with us, it's been a great partnership. Several conference calls about what's going on, how can you do that, make this better, what's your reasoning, purpose behind everything. My kids are floored. They're excited that this is going to, go to the next level. We talk about 21st century learning. We can now get there, and I think that's what we want to get to.
If you're interested in learning more about how East students are preparing to be successful in the 21st century, follow us on social media at The East Initiative or visit our website at eastinitiative.org. I am April Jackson, and this has been your East Update.
Hey, we want to thank the East Initiative folks for bringing us an East Initiative update, and we also want to thank Jessica Lindl for being on the show and bringing some great news from Unity. That's awesome. Yeah. Really awesome stuff. So I tell you what, we are, I think we're off for the rest of the summer. We're not going to be anywhere special. If anything changes, we'll let you know, but you can always find us on the web. Don't forget to visit us at www.edutechguys.com or just go out, search EduTechGuys. We dominate that name because that's who we are. But
we killing the SEO.
We're killing the SEO. Find us on social media and let us know how your summer's going, how your ed's going, and what's new in EdTech with you.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Been a great show.
Yeah, it has, man.
Hey, I'm Jeff Madlock.
I'm David Henderson.
We'll catch you next time.
You've been listening to the EduTech Guys. EduTechGuys.com.